Diaspora Investor Hub here. Hey, happy Father's Day, everybody. Here I come again on a very special day for fathers. I'm happy to be one of them. And today I'll be addressing the other fathers who are in the same bucket as me, and particularly those of us in diaspora. I know it's hard to be a dad in diaspora, and I know the messages we'll be receiving today will be Happy Father's Day, you've done great. You're the best daddy ever. You're going to hear that from the kids. You're going to receive a lot of gifts, which are all appropriate, and I'm happy for it. But I'm here to discuss about the gaps that do exist in diaspora parenting, because we've seen the results of that. If you look around here in diaspora, if you look at the funerals that you've gone to, they either impacting our male friends or our boy child or our male sons or sons. And I've been wondering why that happens like that. I think we came here in diaspora to look for money, to look for work, but I think we lost a step in the way we bring up our kids. I know when we get them, we are very excited and we hold birthdays for them, we are with them, and I think that from that part, we've been very good parents, and I have to thank all of us for doing that. But as the child grows and they become teenagers, that's when they start shutting down. You don't know your child anymore. The environment takes over your child, and it's impacting more males than females. And you can tell that from the graduations rate. Been to a few graduations here, and you see it's proportionally high for girls than for the boys. And the impact of that, we can see it because if you look at the problems that we have in our families that we don't talk loudly, they involve the boy child. The boy child is not listening to us. They have their mindset set on something else, and we are not at par with them. They want to do their own things. Which is, it's typical even in an animal kingdom. A male is supposed to decide its own destiny. It reaves the herd, and it goes and set up its own territory. So I think that is why we are losing a step, and that's why the gap is existing, and that's why we see our kids getting involved in a lot of things that we barely know. Their peers know. They know what's happening up. By the time we get to know about it, the horse has already left the barn, and we are dealing with the remnants of that or the effects of that. And it's been hurting a lot of us. Then we go back, we talk in low tones. We don't discuss the deep problems. The community is not together to whereby we can confront these problems. We say a prayer. We hold nightly meetings. We raise a lot of money for the tragedy that has come into our community, and after that we all talk in low tones and we agree that we're gonna do something, but we never do anything, and then we wait for the next one. And it's been bothering me quite a bit, because sometimes when people are mourning, you don't want to talk about bad things, so we hear those things from the periphery. If it's my child, or if it's my friend's child, I will not talk about it. Probably I'll be like fighting it and saying that was not the reason. But if you have peers of the same age, they come and tell you what is affecting them out there. They are really, really going through hard times. And I think the male child is getting affected more than the female child. But I think, like I said, when they get to teenagers and the added 20s, when they are trying to discover themselves, they are fighting a lot of demons, and we are not able to deal with them. I don't know, it's the way we are raised up that is not resonating, or it's not getting into their head. But we talk to them, but I think talking is not doing the work. I think growing up with our dads, I think heads-on approach was working so much, because here we work so much, and sometimes you see them on weekends, and you are really working hard to put food on the table. But these are the things that Diaspora Investor Hub I want us to think about, because if we need to engage these boys a little differently, Don't tell them, don't shout them, don't tell them the stories that you went through. They don't get it. Not unless you experience it with them, they don't get it. But here, boot camps in Kenya could be a way of us doing that. That's why I think even if you look at American system, that's why they had the summer time whereby you have like 3 months whereby away from school, you go somewhere with your kids and you interact. Why don't you take them to Kenya and plan boot camp so they can go and see how we live, so they can experience what we tell them. We tell them, but we don't experience with them, so they don't get it. But here, the environment tells them how to do stuff, real time, and they'll take that in a day of the week and twice on Sunday. While you struggle in your house, telling them, this is how we grew up, this is how you need to be, you need to graduate. They come and tell you even education is not important. They come and say they want to make money fast, and education will come later. But then after they grow up, that's when they're going to come back and say, my dad was telling me the truth. So the message is not getting through them. And as dads and heads of the family, we need to take this head on, because we don't want the little boys who are there to be able to reach to a point whereby, to a point of no return. Can we all agree that we need to change the way we raise up our kids? Can we agree that leaving them assets is okay, but the best asset you can give them is to have them fundamentally endowed with knowledge and moral power and experience to be able to confront the problems that will be meeting them as in this America. America is hard for us as parents. Sorry, but it's even harder for our kids. They are trying to get to understand how to live. And the way we think they should be raised or they should be living is not what the environment is telling them. They're American kids after all. They interact with their friends. They're going to copy what they do more than we tell them. So this is what I've been thinking about. And I'm going to be coming up with a program of how we're going to confront this. I'll be bringing up issue by issue of what I think diaspora parents are going through, because I have individual cases that I can bring up. And we'll confront them until we get this stuff going. I think we are up to it, but we need to be more intentional. We need to talk more about it. We need to discuss about it. We need to confront each other, even as friends. Our friends, you see, when you see your friends going downhill, some of us step back, or we tell them, you are man enough, go change. No. I think we need to change those ways. May God grant you courage, grant you wisdom to lead your family on this Father's Day, and we'll confront this problem together. I'm always positive minded. I know it's a problem that we have, but we can do it. Diaspora Investor Hub here will help us fix the gaps that are actually existing and taking our boy child down the drain. I have one myself. But I'm not saying my boy is bad, but I'm just saying we're going to be fighting this together. Thank you so much. David Masharia here, Daispora Investor Hub.